Hey guys, what's up? Today I am for the first time experimenting with my new Viver cup spinner, but also what we're doing today is I'm going to try to do a ocean wave type theme. I've never done it before, so I figured I'd record what I'm doing and record down the colors that I'm using and hopefully have some fun, and hopefully you all learn something from what we're going to find out what's going to happen today. So first of all, I will show you, I have pre-mixed my resin already. For my two glasses, what I've decided to do is go with about 60 mLs. And in my mixing cup, I have left, if you can see here, there's 20 mLs that I'm using for the sand, which will be the bottom parts here. And what I did was 1 drop of Let's Resin Brown. You can see that. There we go. And I did about 20 drops of the Champagne Gold. I was kind of having troubles with my Champagne Gold. It kept clogging up and leaking. So that was fun. But anyway, this is the consistency and the color of what I have. Let me get there we go. So there we go. Hopefully you can see that. And then I'm going to kind of pop you down here a little bit. My little mixing station here. I have 10 mLs that it's a little bit less than 10 mLs in these three, as I added more to this one because this is going to be my main body of water. I'm using this one here for close to the shore's edge. This will be my main body, and then this will be the darker towards the end of the waters, the deeper parts. And then this one is my white that I will use for my waves. What I'm using for the closer to the ocean is cerulean. That's Let's Resin cerulean. I used 3 drops of that. I have the Small Town mica powder in Salted Gray. That is going to be my main body water. You can see that kind of pearly kind of look. That's what I was going for. And you know, I didn't measure, but if I had to guess, maybe close to 1/8 of a teaspoon. Again, you know, you guys, you kind of start with a little and add more, and you know, you go to what works for you, what color comes out for you. I wanted to still have it somewhat clear, but yet have that shimmery, you know, deeper tone, medium tone, I guess you could say. For my deeper color, we are using azure blue. Again, Let's Resin, and that's for this one here. And again, 3 drops, that's all I used for this one. And for I'm using, I have this I don't know really what brand it is, alcohol ink that I got a while back ago, and it says it's a shallow settlement. So I'm going to try that one and see how it goes for this, and we're just going to wing it and try it out. With that being said, let's start. So again, I have my color here that I'm going to put on my bottoms of my cups by hand. And I'm just going to kind of randomly add it on here. Sorry, somebody decided to call me in the middle. Let's turn that off. Okay, I'll get this going here. Pick up my drips. There. And just apply it all over the base. And don't forget your bottom. I can tell already that I am not happy with the color. It is not as dark as I'd want it to be. It's a little too transparent. So, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put you on hold, and I'm gonna see if I can remedy this because this is way too light. Okay, and we're back. What I did was I have this rose gold mica, and I decided to add that to it. And just kind of winged it, putting a little bit in there, if you can see. I added it a little bit to here already, so actually it turned out pretty good. That's more of what I'm looking for color-wise. So let's have at it and get these applied on both of them and move on. Okay, there we go. And again, I don't want my base to be very even. This is like a you know, a beach, and the shorelines aren't you know, even on your beaches. So kind of, you know, swirl around here and there, going up and down. Don't make it a level edge.
Someone was detected at your front door.
I think I need to disconnect my Alexa also, because either it's my phone or it's my Alexa. Everybody's gonna bug me today during my taping of my videos. There we go. Let's move over to this one and add some here. All right. Actually, I'm glad I added that rose gold to it. It's really making for a nice color for the sand. And the more it swirls around here, it'll kind of level itself off and give us a little bit better coverage and coloring. So have fun with it. Don't be shy, and just kind of blob it in where you feel as though that it needs to be there, and it will level itself out as it turns. There we go. Let's get a little bit more over here. You know, for me being the first time doing this, I didn't, you know, really know exactly how much of a resin needed to be mixed up. So I just kind of winged it with 60 mLs, hoping that that would work. And we'll see as we go. Again, live and learn. That's all we can do. Live and learn and have fun doing it. I see some spots where it's a little bit more thin. That's why I'm kind of going back over. And again, don't be shy with the bottoms too. Get good coverage on your bottom. There we go. All right. Now when I am doing these, anytime that I've been using now epoxy resins, I always keep wet wipes on hand, or any kind, also with alcohol that I can spray down with a paper towel. I can clean my fingers, because I'll be switching from one color to the next, and you're not going to change your glove, so you have to have a way to clean off the colors that you're using. And for me, I like to use wet wipes, whether that be baby wipes or Clorox wipes, whatever is going to work for you. But I have tons of these Clorox wipes from good old Corona, so they're coming in handy now that I am back crafting again. All right, that looks pretty good. I'm happy with that. Okay, next step is we're going to go with the main body of water. And the reason why I am going to start with this is, one, to get the coverage, but two, I want to do my waves in somewhat of a layer, and that's why I want to start with the main body of water, which has the little bit of mica powder in there. That way I can add some waves, the white caps on this first before I go on to the other colors. Okay, I think it's better that I do the way that I was doing it with my hand and finger. Yeah, that works much better. And again, I can see that this isn't as dark as what I really wanted it to be. So I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to add some more mica. I want to get this a little bit thinner. Put some back in here. And let's, again, it's a learning process. So, we're just kind of going to go with the flow. Take some of this back off. And add in a little bit more mica in there. Not too much. I'm just adding just a little bit, just to give it a little bit more solid color. Maybe a 1/16 of a teaspoon. I wish I would have showed you that before I mixed it up, but let's see how that'll go. There, that's better. Much better. That's more of what the color that I was looking for. Actually, it could be even a little bit darker, but we're gonna go with this one. It's our test. So, again, I'll know for next time. And I don't want to, again, make even lines. I'm just kind of smearing it all over. How's this one coming along? Pretty good, but we need to kind of thin it out a little bit. There's spots that are thick, and then there's spots that have nothing. My fear is that I'm taking so long with my learning process here that my resin's gonna get too thick, and it's gonna be difficult to really work with what we have here, but so far so good. All right, I think we're good. A little bit more here. Still see spots. So next time I will know that to add more mica to this, but also it looks like I want to add a little bit more resin too for the main body. But you kind of knew that already the way it was, so I was trying to go for that. Okay, I think that's good. That's about the end of it. So now what I want to try, first of all, give me a moment while I get another wipe. Now what I'm going to try to do is my lighter color, the one row here at the bottom. I'm going to try my white. Again, hopefully it's clear enough. I'm going to get my heat gun. That plug's not going to work. Bear with me as I run around here in my studio. And we're going to work opposite way. Yeah, that white is definitely not dark enough. Okay. Okay, bear with me guys. I'm gonna remedy my white and add a little bit darker and be back in a moment. Okay, what I'm gonna try is just a drop of Let's Resin white pigment paste. Let's see how that does. Make sure you get it off your stick and scrape off the sides. I discovered at the same time when I was trying to plug in my heat gun that I don't have an outlet that reaches where I am working. So I grabbed one of my straws, my metal straws for blowing, and we'll try that. Okay, there we go. That's a little bit better. More solid white. Okay, now I'm just going to do one at a time, and I'm going to blow these out while it's spinning. So here we go. Okay, I'm liking the looks of that so far, so I'll stop there. Let's try the next one here. Okay, and now let's blow. It's definitely not the real look that I'm going for. You know, I'd like it to be a little bit more lacy looking, but it's getting there. I mean, it's a learning process, so we'll one thing at a time, right? We'll get it there. Okay, next what I'm gonna do is go in with the cerulean, which will be closest to our land. Again, I can tell that really, you know, for my first time, these definitely all need to be darker. I'm gonna add 3. I'm gonna go with another 3 drops of the cerulean. Let's mix that up good. So now I have a total of 6 drops in here. Let's see if that will be better. I'm going to try to remove some of this, and we're gonna, just to balance things, we'll add it over here. Okay, that way we'll have more of a balance is in color. Still not happy with that white. I can see it's blending in so much. I'm thinking about adding another dab of the, or drop I should say, of the pigment paste. I know a lot of people have talked about pinata, their pinata white, so I might have to look into getting that and trying that out. I'm hearing that it makes really good waves. And, you know, experimenting is one thing, but finding a good product that works for you is a whole nother. So, and I get that. With me, you know, I like the Let's Resin products, and that's what I decided to start out with. So, but I can always expand into more products as I'm learning. Okay, I decided as we're speaking here, I'm adding 1 more drop into my white of pigment paste. Mixing up good, because I want to do another Another round of waves here on the bottom. Yeah, this is really looking nice white. So hopefully that'll do this time. Okay, let's try her. Try her out. Now this one's gonna be along the shoreline. Just follow your shoreline. That's all you need to do, is adding white where you want to make waves. No rhyme, no reason. Just have fun with it. And again, you know, this thing is gonna, your spinner is gonna spin and do its own thing too. So how's it looking, guys? What do you think? Slowly looking like a beach scene, ocean scene? Well, I think we're ready to move on with our deeper blue, but since you know, we're going with the theme, I'm gonna add in another one to make this just one drop, and it's Asia Blue. And let's see where that'll put us. Hopefully that'll be enough and be dark enough. So one drop. Yeah, resin is definitely getting thicker, so time is of the essence, so to speak. As I'm mixing this up, show you. Okay, let's see how that is. Let's do a test. What do you think? Should I go for it? I'm thinking I want to do one more drop. Oh, 2 fell in there. So that means I have a total of 6 in here right now. So let's see what that does for us. Who knows? The alcohol inks are speaking. They're saying we need 6, so we have 6. We're gonna roll with it. Here we go. Now, when it comes to the top, I'm gonna bring it all the way up, but I will skim over the top later with my finger just to make sure that there's no you know, rough edges that are resin that could hang over the edge. So I'll smooth it out. What do you think? Thinking it's dark enough? I don't know. I'm thinking I want it 1, 2, even 2 deeper. So we're at 5. 5 of the Asia Blues. I'll put it on the next one over here and we'll see. We'll see as I'm mixing it again. There's 5 in there. So let's see how this one goes. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better. Right? Don't you agree? It's a little bit more visual. That's what we need. A little bit deeper color. Yeah. Get them to kind of blend a little bit too. Let's add the darker color over here. Yeah, I'm liking that much better. Making sure to blend the two layers here. As the spinner keeps spinning it around, it will blend it to some degree. Get my big hand out of the way. Get off to the side so you can actually see what I'm doing. There. Much better. Okay. I'm gonna go make sure I get around this edge good, just to smooth it out. Let the cup spinner work for you guys. Very good. I can tell I have it nice and thick around this side, which tells me that I'm going to have to add more of the resin on the other side. This side feels really good, or this side definitely needs more. Just kind of have fun with it, guys. We're all living and learning together. But then again, isn't that what life's about? Living and learning together? I think so. All right. Done with that part. Now I'm going to go back in and see if I can add some more waves. Now that I got it a little bit darker, see what we can do with some of these waves. Let's get some of them up on top here where we combine dark with light. As you know, I blew mine out. Some people I've seen that they've just kind of leave them and let the cup turner do its thing. But I don't know, I like to have mine blown out a little bit. And but again, I'm open to see what's gonna take place with whatever I do. This one seemed to dissipate, so So let's add a little bit more here and there. That lighter one kind of blended right in. We lost it. So whatever I have left here, I'm just kind of randomly adding some here and there. And then this time on these ones, I'm not going to blow them. I will just let it, the cup turner, kind of do its thing. Oops, that one I accidentally touched, so hopefully it's not going to make a mess and it will level out. There we go. That is the end of the white. So that means at this point I will torch this to get all our bubbles out, but first I'm going to use my isopropyl alcohol to clean my good hand and also clean my my glove. Okay, I lied. There's some spots that I think I want to blow out a little bit. Just a little. There we go. That's better. I'm liking it. What do you guys think? Again, I'm going to link everything in the description below of what I am using. If anything sparks your interest that you would like to try, it will be in the description below. And I am ready to torch my good old torch, which I love. Again, it is the Legendary Chef torch. Turn on. You just turn it on and off back here. And then I keep it on the lowest, second to the lowest setting. And then you just push it to the bottom for your torch, for your flame. I like it nice and low. We'll go and pop all our bubbles, all our surface bubbles. I don't see many, which are as good. Actually, I'm going to turn her up a little bit more. I think my fluid is getting low. Oh, there's a bubble. There's a few down there. And as it's turning and I'm torching this, I'm also looking to see for any blemishes or things like a hair or whatever that's stuck in the resin. Oh, there's a bubble. Bubble, bubble. Be careful with torching. Make sure that you are not sitting in one spot too long or you'll burn your resin. And that's not cool. Make sure you get your bottoms too. Don't forget about your bottoms. Oh, there's a bubble. Okay. Yeah, I noticed my new spinner. This one here on the right side, spins faster, just a little bit faster than this one on this side. She's slow over here. Okay, I think that's good. Alrighty, what do you think, guys? Oh, it looks like I bumped you out of whack. So far, I'm liking it. The only thing I can say is I think definitely next time I will go with something, I would go with more micas, more deeper in color. Just because you see it dark in your mixing dish doesn't necessarily mean that's what it's going to come out. So basically I made everything twice as dark as what it was in the cup originally. So like my cerulean, I wound up going with 6. We added probably a total of 1/8 of a teaspoon, I'm gonna guess, of the small tongue Salte Gray for our main body area here. And then I went with the Azure Blue, which is in the upper parts of the rim. And if I remember right, I did 9 drops of that. Then I added, for my white, I was going with just the Let's Resin shallow sinker, or no, this isn't, this is just an off-name brand alcohol ink. That's a shallow sinker, but that definitely wasn't white enough for me and what I wanted. So then I added about 2 drops of Let's Resin white pigment paste. And then I wound up coming back around also with my my sand part, the bottom here. And first it was just champagne gold, and I had I think it was 10 drops of that, and 1 drop of brown to give it a little bit more depth, but it still wasn't enough. Way too light in color. So I came back in and added some rose gold of the small tongue mica powders. And again, these you can find on Amazon also. I will again put the link in the description below as to all the products that I have used today. So that is it. We will let it spin for a good 6 hours before we come back and are done with the finished product. I thought I saw an extra little piece here up the top rim, but nope, it's not. Alrighty, that's it. We're gonna let her spin, and I'll bring you guys back when it's all said and done. See you later, guys. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. We are done with our glasses, and yeah, I'm gonna show you close up. I think it turned out pretty darn good for my very first time of trying this. Let's take them out of, yeah, I'm gonna do it this way first so you can kind of get, we'll give a quick turn on this one, and then take and remove the innards of it. Let's do this one also. Not too bad. I think it turned out pretty darn good. You know, like I say, for my first time trying it, I'm quite impressed, but I can also see a lot of mistakes, and I'll point them out here in a second. Let me remove the innards on these ones. And, okay, for starters, number 1, there looks to be what was a bubble that didn't get popped, so we see that. As you remember I had some issues with getting the right strength or concentration into the colors. They weren't dark enough. None of them were. So by the time I went to apply the resin, my resin started thickening up a lot. I somewhat panicked. I'm not sure if you could, get a feel for my panic in my previous videos or shots, but I was. And when I look back at the video, what I noticed was I didn't go and use my applicator here to smooth things out. So let's see if you can see on an angle. By not smoothing it out, I have a lot of, this one isn't too bad. Yeah, I have that one that really stands out strongly there, but let me grab the other one here. This one you can see more. I didn't smooth it out, and I got these big like pits where the resin wasn't all there. There was some more up on the top up here. Let's see if I can find them here, if the video will pick it up. The colors and stuff turned out good after I remixed them, but as you know, it was a pain in the butt to go back over to grab those. I guess it wasn't too bad up here. It's pretty smooth. There's one dimple right there. But yeah, so I mean, it's lessons learned, double your colors, double your inks, double your micas, what you think is gonna be okay and enough. As you can see, it wasn't. And another important thing is to take one of these, I love these with the silicone tips, and smooth that resin out. I thought I did, and I know I did with my fingers, but it really wasn't enough. Because again, I was getting a little frustrated and panicking in regards to getting my colors on there correctly. But all in all, I mean, really, yeah, those are simple learned mistakes, and I'll know for the next time. There's a dimple right there. That's kind of a wavy where the resin isn't sitting right on that one. You can kind of see it, as long as it's not in my ring light isn't affecting it. But anyway, all in all, really not too bad. For my very first time. I'm gonna try again, but I think what I'm gonna do this next time is I'm gonna try it a little bit different. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put clear resin on first, and I'm gonna pre-make my own alcohol inks using my mica, and just drip those on and see what happens. That'll be for our next video, but for this one right now, hey, not too bad, right? Let me know what you guys, if you have any input or insight or comments, put them in below and tell me what you think. Otherwise, I will include you in and post another one in regards to making my own alcohol inks, and see how that goes. Hopefully it'll work out for us. Again, even the bottoms, you can see it kind of got on some spots, not on the others. So live and learn. We're learning together. Enjoy. As we all know, crafters will craft.